Hi, I'm Joe Hupcey, and I'm here at DAC 2012 with the CEO of Oski Technology, Vigyan Singhal. Vigyan has presented his company with a very interesting challenge. You might remember our video from DVCon, where you've taken upon the challenge to verify a design from start to finish in the 72 hours of DAC, basically. So you've been given something sight unseen, and you're off to the races. You can see the countdown timer here. We're taking this video on the last day of DAC. The challenge has only 6 hours and 25 minutes remaining. So first, Vigyan, maybe just tell us a little bit more of the background of the challenge, the circuit that was given to you, and we'll take it from there.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. So we wanted to take a design we hadn't seen before. We didn't know much about the design. We had never seen the RTL, never seen the spec. We got a design, we got a few submissions, and we picked a design from NVIDIA. Okay. We got the design at 5 o'clock Sunday night with the decryption key, and we opened it up, and we got a 10-minute introduction on what the design does, with the specification document, some RTL files, and couple of simulation waves. Okay. And we went from there. And then they left. The customer left, and we were on our own. And in couple of hours or so, we realized that we were missing design files, library elements. It happens. I mean, right. It's real life, and that's what we face in real customer situations all the time. So we just had to work around that, guess what those modules meant, what they're supposed to do, look at simulation waves to understand functionality, write code to build those modules to work around the missing modules. And off we went, and I mean, it's been hour by hour since then. It's been a roller coaster. Every hour's been different. And on Monday, I can tell you, I mean, we saw some initial counterexamples, waves, looked very promising, but turned out we had missing constraints, okay. And we hadn't completely understood the specification, and they were not real failures. And we were not quite sure how far we'll get, given where we were on Monday.
So now, fast forward to Wednesday, there's 6 hours left and change. What results have you learned so far?
Yeah, I mean, a lot has happened, since Sunday and Monday. We have gone through, the most important thing about Formal is to apply a systematic methodology, and we have a 6-step verification process, and we were planning to go through 4 of those steps: plan, pre-verify, verify, and debug. And we've gone through some of each of them by now. And the planning is the most important part, because if you don't plan carefully, you'll be applying Formal on the wrong blocks. So we picked the right functionality where we wanted to apply Formal on. We've done some of that. We've built end-to-end checkers. And we found a couple of counterexamples. We found a failure at 3:15 yesterday. It's on Twitter, so it's probably true. So, we have a meeting with NVIDIA tomorrow with their design team to explain and give the results in detail. We're pretty excited about what we have achieved so far, but we still have an interesting challenge left for the rest of today, and we'll see.
Indeed. Well, I'll let you get back to the challenge here. Just again, very unique way to show your expertise. Really intriguing. It seems like you've gotten great results so far, and well, good luck with the remaining 6 hours.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. We didn't quite know what we're going to get, because it was really blind in some sense, and we didn't know which way things are going to go, what we're going to see in the design, what we're going to find. Honestly, the first hour we got the design, it was pretty scary. But we've gotten past that, and things look good so far, and we'll see where we end up.
Terrific. Thanks for taking the time out.
Sure. Thanks so much, Joe.
The show's been over for a week now, and we're here at Oski's offices in Mountain View to talk to Vigyan to hear the results of the challenge. Vigyan, fill us in.
Hey, Joe. It's pretty exciting, down to the end, down to the wire. We found 4 bugs in the design in the 72 hours we worked on it. Wow. We went over the bugs with the customer in a meeting this week on Monday. 3 of them were confirmed as real bugs. In fact, one of them has already been fixed. Okay. The other 2 will be fixed soon enough. The 4th was a constraint issue, which is not a real bug, but because we did not know enough about the transactions allowed in the EXI bus, we had no way of knowing whether it was a real bug or not.
That's fascinating. Now, I understand it. This was a mature piece of IP, right? They'd done a lot of simulation, so they're pretty confident that it was clean.
Yeah, I think it was surprising. It had been fairly well simulated. It wasn't done. The simulation wasn't done, and it still had some time to go before tape outs. It was being used in multiple designs. These kinds of transactions had been simulated, but not all variants and not all corner cases. And we hit, some of those corner cases, which is what Formal is about. So, it was really cool to see all these bugs come out in that short period of time with the plan that we had put in place at the beginning of the challenge.
Looking back at the challenge and and everything, what kind of sticks in your mind?
Yeah, a lot of things. I mean, for example, one thing which came across more than once in the show is that people came by who were experts in formal from large semiconductor companies who had been using formal for a while and just didn't believe it was real. I mean, they thought...
You had a lot of skeptics, huh?
Yeah, a lot of skeptics. They thought something was going on behind the back. We had advanced design information, we had knowledge about the designs or the bugs, or they were not real bugs, or it wasn't really live.
Yeah, but I understand you got nothing, right? It was just that initial briefing. What was it, a grand total of 15 minutes on Sunday night, and that was it, right?
Yeah, I can assure you, and so can NVIDIA, that it was a brand new design for us. We hadn't seen it before. We hadn't seen the spec before. We went from scratch really Sunday night. And in fact, on Sunday night, we spent most of the night understanding the spec and figuring out what it does and how it's supposed to deal with different transactions and what the different splits of transactions were and so on. And in fact, on Monday, all the counterexamples we're seeing were bogus because we didn't quite have a handle on the constraints. And at that point, we weren't really sure whether we were going to come out ahead in this whole process. So it was all, a big roller coaster by the wire and up and down. And yeah, it was, everybody saw it live kind of stuff.
Right.
Not just in the results and the tweet feeds, but in our faces. And, you could see us from Monday to Tuesday to Wednesday. It was a completely different place we were in.
Indeed. So again, just, now with the remove of time, are there anything that, you're going to take forward from this challenge?
Yeah, I think a lot of things to learn. That was the biggest reason we went into this without knowing whether we're going to succeed or not. We knew whether we succeed or not technically, we're going to learn something for sure.
Right.
And things we learned is that, planning is extremely important. You want to decide, the effort we put in on Sunday night and on Monday morning in planning and deciding what checkers we'll write, what end-to-end checkers we'll write, what we will not write in that amount of time we had, what kind of constraints we will build, and where we will focus on the design in the amount of time we had was extremely critical to getting the results we got. So planning was very important, and it paid off the planning we did. In fact, we had a backup plan if we didn't execute and get results with verifying the read path, we'll start verifying X checks. But we came out ahead because we found the bugs and we verified the read path, and we had some time left, so we went on building an app around X propagation on Wednesday, and we found some more bugs with that. So all in all, it was really exciting to see the plan pay off in reality. All in a compressed time frame of 72 hours.
Terrific. Well, hey, just congratulations on your success. Congratulations on the challenge, and I think we're all looking forward to seeing what you're going to have in store for next year.
Well, yeah, I don't know what it'll be, but I'm really excited about this year, and I'm really excited that not only was the challenge successful, but the results of challenge are making an impact on the actual verification schedule and plan for the chips the design is going to be in. And we are doing different things this week on this specific design as a follow-on and verifying the right path and other things that wasn't part of the plan. Because now we realize we can accelerate the verification schedule with the remaining time that's left on this design.
Great.
So we're looking forward to that.
Terrific. Well, thanks and congratulations again.
Thanks so much, Joe. Look forward to it.